Truck drivers have a lot to worry about when they're on the road, like the adequacy of other drivers, the overall weight of their truck, or their cargo control equipment holding on in tough situations. Though the one that usually tends to slip their minds until the very last minute is the height of their rig and not knowing what it is. This is where a load height measuring stick comes in handy. There are plenty of reasons why you need to keep an eye on your rig's height. One reason is because of the maximum legal height limit of your rig. These tend to vary, with heights being lower on the East Coast versus those on the West Coast. Another reason is due to bridge, overpass, and tunnel clearances, which tend to vary heavily depending on the area or circumstances. You don't want this happening to you. And finally, your cargo control equipment can only be so long. You want to be sure that the strap or chain you're using can properly cover what you're hauling. If you're asking yourself, well, alright, I have measuring tape, that'll do just fine, I don't need a stick for it. You could use measuring tape, but you're not going to get a proper measurement with it, considering the tape tends to bend and snap easily, and eyeballing it with tape sticking up in the air really isn't the best way to go. A measuring stick is solid and more stable in getting correct measurements every time. Here's how you use and read the stick. For this demonstration, we're using a drive-in, which usually comes in at 13.5 feet, but can work on any trailer type, and we're using a 20-foot long measuring stick. The stick will come folded and fully collapsed. You're going to start by standing the stick straight up on its rubber base next to the visually highest part of your load. Next, unfold and tighten the cross arm to 90 degrees. Then you can start extending the measuring stick. The stick is telescopic, so the measurements start on the innermost tube and go on from there. When each tube is fully extended, it will lock into place so you don't have to worry about the stick collapsing in on itself. When you've surpassed the load, lower the stick down so the cross arm is laying directly on top of your load. The exact measurement is going to be on the line written on the stick that lines up with the top of the outer tube. The measurements on the left side of the stick will be in imperial, while the measurements on the right will be in metric, so you get the exact measurement every time. Mytee's load measuring stick is made from heavy-duty fiberglass, weighs just about 4 pounds for the 15-foot stick and 7 pounds for the 20-foot, and comes with a carrying case to prevent any unwanted damage when not in use. So pick yourself up a load measuring stick today from Mytee Products for peace of mind every time.